Good morning students. In the last lecture of the object oriented programming, we learned the decision making statements. For example, if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement and switch statement. These are the decision making statements in control structure in C++ programming language. Now, in this lecture, we start our second part of control structures, the loops. Loops are nothing but the repeat iterations or repetitions are called the loops. One loop means one rotation, and that one rotation is occur rapidly in a loops. Let's see what is the loop definition. The statements that cause a set of statements to be executed repeatedly either for a specific number of times until some condition is satisfied are called as loop. Means the statements that cause a set of statements to be executed repeatedly. The statements in a code that executes repeatedly until a specific condition will occur or until the number of times that repetition will complete. That is known as loop. That is, as long as the condition evaluates to true, the set of statements is executed. Means until the condition gets true, that number of times the set of statements are executed in looping. Means there may be a situation when you need to execute a block of code several number of times. In general, statements are executed sequentially. Means the first statement in a function is executed first, then followed by second, and so on. Then programming languages provide various control structures that allow for more complicated execution path. Means a loop statement allows us to execute a statement or a group of statements multiple times, and following is the general form of loop statement. The C++ provides the following types of loops to handle looping requirements, such as while loop, for loop, do while loop, nested loop, etc. Let's start the types of loop one by one. First is the while loop. A while loop statement repeatedly executes a target statement as long as a given condition is true. Means while loop repeats a statement or a group of statements while a given condition is true, and it tests the condition before executing the loop body. Syntax, here is the syntax for the while loop. While, then in bracket, in parenthesis, we want to pass the condition, and until the condition is satisfied, the block of statements will be repeatedly executed. For example, here is the program to calculate factorial of a number. This program demonstrates the while loop. Here header file is included, then here main function is there. In that main function, different variables are declared. First variable is the number variable, which is of type integer. Then here is another variable I, which having a value 1, means one value is assigned to the variable I. Then for calculating the factorial, we define one variable factorial that having the value 1. Then we want to display or enter a positive number. Then by using the cout statement, the message will be passed, enter a positive number. For taking the input for that particular number, cin statement is used. By using the cin statement, the number is inputted from the user. Then here the while condition is applied, and in that while condition, the condition while loop syntax is there, while keyword, and then in bracket we want to pass the condition. While I is less than or equal to number, means this while loop is executed until the number is less than or equal to 1, because I having the value 1. Then factorial formula is applied, factorial is equals to factorial into I. Then each time the I is incremented by 1, and then calculated factorial is displayed here. At the output window, first display the message as enter a positive number. If the user enters a 5 number, then it displays the factorial of 5 number is 120. This is the example of while loop. See the example. Next one is the for loop. Next loop statement is the for loop. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows us to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. Means for loop executes a sequence of statements multiple times and abbreviates the code that manages the loop variable. Here is the general syntax for defining a for loop. There are 3 parts in a for loop, and each part is separated by the semicolon. In first part, there is an initialization for the variable. In second part, condition checking is there, and in the last part, increment or decrement operator is applied. Next, after executing a loop, each time statement will be executed. This is a for loop. Let's see the example for the for loop. Consider the program to display multiplication table up to 10. Here I want to display the multiplication table for any number up to 10. See the program. Here header file is included. In the main function, here one variable is declared n as a integer type. Then that n value is entered from the user, so that by using the output statement, the message will be displayed as enter a positive integer, means enter any integer number. Then that number is inputted from by using the cin statement, and the next here for loop is applied. In the for loop, for defining the for loop, the for keyword is used. In that for loop, there are three parts. In first part, there is an initialization. In second part, there is an condition checking. And in the last part, there is an increment or the decrement for the repetition. Okay. Then in the first part, there is an initialization. Here, one integer value I is defined, and after defining, one value is assigned to the variable I. Then next condition will be checked whether the I value is less than or equal to 10. If the I's value is less than or equal to 10, then if this condition returns true, then it increments the I by 1. In this way, the for loop is applied. And next, after executing the loop, each time the n value will be displayed by multiplying the n by 1. Here, by using the display statement, the n value will be displayed. Then here integer main is defined, so return 0 value will be returned, and here is the output. See the program. Okay, next one is the do while loop. Until, for and while loops which test the condition at the top of the loop, the do while loop checks its condition at the bottom of the loop. A do while loop is similar to the while loop, except that a do while loop is guaranteed to execute at least one time because of do statements. Means like a while statement, except that it tests the condition at the end of the loop body. Means unlike for and while loops which test the condition at the top of the loop, the do while loop checks its condition at the bottom of the loop. The general syntax for defining the do while loop is the do keyword. Then next, in do block there are statements to be executed, and after completing the do block, at the end there is a while condition. Notice that the condition expression appears at the end of the loop. So, the statements in the loop executes once before the condition is tested. If the condition is true, the flow of the control jumps back to do, and the statements in the loop execute again. This process repeats until the given condition becomes false. Let's see the example of do while. Here, program for finding LCM using do while. Here, three variables are declared: integer n1, n2 and max. Three variables are there. For calculating LCM, two values are entered by user. So that's why by using cout statement displays the message, enter two numbers, and by using the cin statement two numbers are entered. Then for in the max variable, max value between n1 and n2 is stored in the max variable. In that max variable, here ternary operator is used, means here condition is checked whether n1 is greater than n2, whether n1 is greater than n2, means here expression, if this results true, then expression 1 will be displayed, otherwise expression 2 will be executed, means here n1 value is greater than n2, then n1 is displayed, otherwise n2 will be displayed. Do if max mod n1 is equals to 0 and max mod n2 is equals to 0, then LCM of that max will be displayed. Else max value is incremented by 1 and this is repeated until this condition remains true. Here two numbers are entered by the user 10 and 15. So, calculated LCM is 30. This is the example of LCM by using do while loop. This is all about do while. Next one are the loop control statements. The loop control statements change the execution from its normal sequence. When execution leaves a scope, all automatic objects that were created in the scope are destroyed. Means loop control statement, loop, the word suggests loop control means control on a particular executing loop. Loop control statements that changes the execution of normal sequence. And when loop control statements are executed and execution leaves a scope, then automatically objects that were created that are destroyed. For example, jump statements, you know the use of jump. Jump statements are used to alter means change or modify the flow of control unconditionally. Jump statement transfer the program control within a function unconditionally. Jump statements directly transfer the program control unconditionally. And the jump statements are defined in C++ by using break, continue, go to and return statement. In short, loop control statements change the execution from its normal sequence. Means any program occur any loop control statement, then that program execution changes its sequence. When execution leaves a scope, all automatic objects that were created in that scope are destroyed. And the C++ supports the break statement, continue statement and go to statement for control statements. Let's see one by one. First is the break statement. When a break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately terminated and program control resumes at the next statement following the loop. And it can be used to terminate the case in a switch statement. As you know, in a switch case there is an use of break statement to terminate the case or to stop the execution of that particular case. Means the break statement, it is used for when a break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately terminated. Means when break statement is used inside a loop, then that loop is immediately terminated or immediately stopped and the program control resumes at the next statement following the loop, and the program control transfers to for the next statement following that loop. And it can be also used to terminate a case in a switch statement. For stop or the terminate the execution of the case statement, this in case statement there is an use of break statement. Syntax for the break: simply break semicolon. This is the syntax. Break keyword is used for break statement. Here is an use of break statement. Let's see the program. Here in this syntax, break terminates the loop if number equals to 0.0 until if the number not equals to 0.0, then operation will be continued, but else, in else means if the condition returns false, means number given by the user is equals to 0.0, then it terminates the code. Means this program demonstrate the addition of user entered number, means until user press the 0 or user gives the input as 0, the programs will run. But when the user enters 0 value, then program abnormally terminates, program directly terminates and sum will be displayed. This is the use of break statement. Next will be continue statement. The continue statement works somewhat like break statement. The continue statement working is same like a break statement, but instead of forcing termination, however, continue forces the next iteration. Means break and continue both are the opposite term. By break statement, program will be terminated, and by using the continue statement forces the program for the execution of next iteration. For the for loop, continue causes the conditional test and increment portions of a loop to execute. In a for loop, continue statement causes the conditional test and in the increment portions of the loop for the execution. Means for the while and do while loops, program control passes to the conditional test, and the syntax for the continue statement is continue keyword and semicolon. Means in short, continue statement causes the loop to skip the remainder of its body and immediately retest its condition prior to reiterating. And in a for loop, the continue causes the conditional test and increment portions, and in a while and do while loops, control passes to the conditional test. Let's see the example. Here continue statement is used here, this program, for demonstration to add a factors of a number. For adding the factors of a number, here continue statement is used. By using continue statement, next iteration is continued for this. When this program code is compiled and executed, it produces the output. First, it will display the message as entered a number. When the user enters the 10 number, then it display the factors of that number. Next one is the go-to statement. Go-to statement provides an unconditional jump from the go-to a label statement in the function. Means a go-to statement transfer control to the label statement. Means that statement contains the defined label, that statement will have the program control. Through it is not advised to go use of go-to statement in your program, because go-to statement transfers control to the label statement. For example, defining the go-to statement, here syntax is followed: go to and label name, go to and label name, and the label name is assigned to the any statement in our program. For example, here is a statement which having a particular label, where label is an identifier that identifies the statement. Means here is a program, in that program, see the program, here go to statement is used. Syntax for the go to statement is go to and label. Here label name is jump, and this label name is used for the this program code. When program control comes to the go to statement, that go to statements, after executing go to statement, the program control will directly go to the label statements. This is the example of go to statement. Next one is the exit function. Exit is the one of the library function. We can break out the program by using standard library function exit. This is an predefined library function. When we want to break out the program, then exit function is used. This function causes immediate termination of entire program. This exit function stops the execution of entire program. Syntax void exit, and for the exit function there is an return code as a parameter. There is an integer return code. By default, the exit having the return code 0. By default, exit function having the return code as a 0. Here in this program, exit function is used. Here in this program, one extra header file is added. This is header file for the exit function. Exit function is stored in CSTD library. CSTD library contains the exit function. So here we added the exit function library. In main function, there is one variable that is declared of the integer type. Then the message will be displayed, enter the value for x. Here from the user, value is entered for the x. While see in x means entered value of the x until if x is less than 0. If x value is less than 0, then program is going to terminate. If entered user value is less than 0 means negative value, then program gets terminated. And if the value is greater than 0, then this statement will be executed, because if block is there and if this condition returns true, then this block will be executed, and if this condition returns false, then outer block will be executed. Then it displays the message enter another value for the x, and if another value is also greater than x or greater than 0, then again program will be continued. The program will be continued until the x value is less than 0. So, here when the above code is compiled and executed, it provides the following result. Here first message will be displayed, enter the value for x. When users consider, if the user enter 5, then enter another, then the message will be displayed, enter another value for a. And if the user enters -5, then exit function will call and the program will terminate. For displaying the message, this program is going to terminate. First the program will display this message and then exit function is called and the program will be terminated. This is the use of exit function. In today's lecture, we see loop control statements. In loop control statement, break statement, continue statement and go to statement. As earlier in today's lecture, we studied the loops, different loops. In that loops, while loop, for loop and do while loop. And then we studied loop control statements as break, continue and go to statement, and exit function is, which is a standard library function. Okay, thank you.